The following information is from pollutionissues.com. Cancer Alley is an 85-mile stretch along the Mississippi from Baton Rouge to New Orleans. In 2000, toxic release inventory data showed that Louisiana ranked second throughout the nation for total on-site releases, third for total releases within the state, and fourth for total on- and off-site releases. In 2002, Louisiana had the second highest death rate from cancer in the United States. The population of Cancer Alley is primarily African American and low income. Despite the large number of industrial facilities, which is more than 136, unemployment is high in many communities and most residents do not have a college education. Stuart H. Smith, an attorney based in New Orleans fighting major oil companies and other polluters, conducted research showing Louisiana's 17 refineries reported 327 accidents in 2012, an average of 6 accidents per week. The accidents released over 2 million pounds of air pollution and exceeded 12 million gallons of water pollution. The issue with the accident reports from 2012 is the underreporting by the refineries as well as the sloppy reporting. Refineries provided no information about 11% of their accidents. In Shreveport, 12% of Calumet's refining reports were not filed until community members called the state agency and forced the reporting. It is essential that the refinery incidents get reported because that is one of the first steps in protecting employees and the community.
Don't you know children was born here and they left all this water contaminated? They didn't come and knock on anybody's door and say, y'all need to be moved out of here. They just let the people live like, okay, they die, so what?
One thing that started to really become clear was that women were relating to me about this strange problem that didn't affect any generation but their daughter's generation. There was this increase in fertility problems, there was an increase in birth defects, and there was an increase in reproductive problems, miscarriages, a higher rate of miscarriages.
And your husband used to work here, right?
My husband worked at Conoco, yeah. And we're not able to have kids.
1988. I'm sitting on the foot of my mother's bed. She's sick. On the news comes a breaking report of a Greenpeace protest, and the banners read, Cancer Alley. This section of land in Louisiana has the highest number of cancer incidents in the United States. He said people are sick, people are dying in this state, and it's because of oil processing. I turned and I looked at my mother lying in bed.
I'd always dreamed of a large family. And I'm very privileged and honored to have 2 wonderful sons, but I had 9 miscarriages.
Factor that into the cost of gasoline. Make the companies pay for that. See how much a gallon of fuel costs. People ask me why I do what I do. Do I tell them the truth? Do I tell them that I grew up hating oil companies? Do I tell them that hatred was what fueled me? Everywhere that oil is processed, this happens. There's a Cancer Alley in New Jersey. There's a Cancer Alley in California. There's a Cancer Alley in Nigeria. Those people suffer just as much.
Big business has taken over southern Louisiana, and it is not being regulated enough to stop the pollution in the air and in the water. What it comes down to is the cost-benefit analysis of whether it's worth all the pollution and disease in the area for better quality oil, natural gas, and cheaper goods and services for everyone. Clearly, the big businesses are putting their profits first before the community members surrounding them. Poor, and particularly poor African Americans, are more likely to live near industrial plants and are exposed to toxic pollutants at a much higher rate than more affluent whites. People are talking about this economic recovery and the rebirth of clean energy and renewable energy, but what we have is an energy apartheid, where poor communities and poor communities of color are still getting the dirtiest of dirty energy, said Dr. Robert Bullard to MSNBC News.